traders out there in Traderland. This is the weekend edition. Good through Sunday, August 12th, 2012. My name's Dez. I'm the president and founder of freetradingvideos.com Incorporated, doing business as Grok Trade, and this is weekend edition. And we have a report out that says due to the drought, government report forecasts the corn harvest should drop by 13% from last year, with yields 25% below normal. Inventories of soybeans, a key component of livestock, might be the smallest in 9 years. Looks like the S&P 500 finished slightly higher on Friday to run its streak to 6 straight sessions, but activity was light and gains were slight as the markets entered a seasonally slow period. Looks like oil has fallen a bit as China buys less, and it looks like the global demand is seen as being weak. Furthermore, Asian oil buyers help Iran stave off the worst for now. And taking a look at the indices on Friday, we do end up in bullish territory after a sizable sell-off earlier in the session. However, small caps still did not fare well, and the banks lagging the broad markets all day long. But what's interesting is the fear actually dropped by 3.5%. We are at severely complacent levels at 14.74, gang. So this is, be careful. This is the time that you'll see major drops in the market when complacent levels start to get hit on the VIX. However, I'm going to show you something a little different when it comes to technicals here. VIX. So again, keep your eyes on that. Gold up slightly, silver down slightly, crude oil here is down 0.23%. US dollar was down here. So taking a look at the S&P daily, had this beautiful run this last week, quite bullish. Get a doji, had a nice sell-off, but the bears could not hold these lows. It rallied straight back up. For extra bonus points, all of you at the website and all of you at YouTube, what type of reversal pattern do we have here? Technically, we have actually 3 different patterns. Extra bonus points if you can give me at least 2 of the reversal candlestick patterns here, and 100 extra Grok points if you can give me all 3. Good luck to you. On the weekly chart, first before I go to the weekly chart, on the daily chart we have an up leg, down leg, up leg. We're waiting for a down leg, so but we need to stay within these 2 trend lines. You'll see them right here. I believe this one is just a copy of that one, and it is. So that being said, we need to stay within this channel. What we don't want to see is this lower trend line get violated to the downside. On the weekly chart, this is massive, a nice continuation of the run, and this was huge. This, let me go way back into time. This major peak in 2007 comes down right here, connecting in 2011. So let me blow this back up so we can see it. And again, you can click down here in the bottom right hand corner, full screen, to watch this video in high definition. But this line coming down this week, boom, we got past that. That is huge, gang, for us to have busted through that. But we're so extended, it's going to have to catch its breath. But I like that we did close above this major trend line here. We have major resistance here at 1408. Mark that down. This is a weekly chart. 1408 is a big time number. Back on the daily. What's interesting is we stopped at this resistance level, and if you go back, this is the swing high. This is 1405. So 1405 was resistance here, and that is precisely where we stopped here. 1405 is resistance here. So we need to get past 1405 to stay bullish. On the weekly chart, we really need to get past 1408. Mark that down. On the monthly chart, check this out. Look at this blue line and this blue line. Rising wedge. We're not out of trouble yet. We're at the support line. And We're just starting out this month, but we do have a higher high, higher low. We have resistance at 1422, so be watching that. Now let's go to the Dow. The Dow is, check this out, on the monthly, just starting to poke its head over a major monthly trend line. If so, that is hugely bullish. Hugely bullish, and we're just poking our head over the top. However, we're just getting started here in the month, so I'm not overly excited about it. If I go to the weekly, now this one's cool. On the weekly, the same trend line coming down, we're already popped up over the top of that. This dude should go up, but if you look at just the blue lines, we're in a rising wedge also. So the major trend lines are giving us a symmetrical triangle. It's starting to make a break to the upside, but we're still in danger of a rising wedge formation. But we have some room before we end up hitting that line. On the daily chart, we're at resistance. On a smaller trend line, you'll see this resistance, 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 and resistance. We're at that, but look how steep these two trend lines are going up higher. This is a very steep channel, but it's closing off, so this is more bearish than it is bullish on the daily. But the weekly is showing us something quite bullish and big hope on the monthly. NASDAQ, if you guys are playing any technology type stocks, check this out on the daily. A big pop, high base. This is a beautiful, beautiful high base formation, looking for a breakout to the upside. Remember, smart money we do not buy bases, we buy breakouts, because this could easily be a fake out, which means it might pop and then drop, and then this drop could be a significant one. But let's take a look at the weekly. The weekly, we had this little triangle, boom, broke out of it, looking really good on the weekly. On the monthly here, you'll see that we're at a major resistance line, and that major trend line is acting as, and should act as, nice resistance. We really need to get past that. Say if we could get to 3058, or especially if we get over 30, I would say 3060, 3060 or higher, that would be really bullish on the monthly if we can get that. And let's take a look at the Russell small cap. Check this out, nice high base, but we have major resistance right there. If you're playing any of the Stock Picks V newsletters, know that it could pop up, hit its head, and drop, so be careful. And on the weekly, that one's busted out too, really promising here. On the MACD centered oscillator, we're above zero, not too shabby. On the monthly chart, we're still within the triangle. We're not at that resistance point yet. We really need to get to there and through it to remain bullish. Let's go over here to the banks. This is the banks. Check this out. Big high base. It hasn't made its move, but this is very promising. If we could bust this high base on the monthly chart, man, the markets will just go screaming higher. Watch that. On the weekly, we're caught within this triangle, but look at the moving averages. The moving averages are lower than price action. The moving averages are acting more as support than they are resistance. So this is very promising to an upside breakout on the banks. On the daily banks, we're just chopping around above major moving averages, not too bad, but we have some resistance levels we need to get past. I would like to see us get past this 1820, gang. If we could get past 1820 on the banks, we could be off to the races in the market. You're hearing it right here. Let's go to the VIX. I'm going to go to the VIX monthly, and let me show you this line. Now, look at the dates down here, 2001, 2002, 2003. You can see in 2004 to 2007, the markets stayed for years in complacent territory before bad things started happening. And you know, we had a VIX reading at 90 at one point. Big run, and that was the world economy falling on its face. So complacency is a big area to be watching for. This 1366 is a line that I have in, and that line is derived from this swing low. So with that, when we got down to around 1740, we had another spike, major spike. Then we dropped around 14, right around 15 15, and then a major spike. Then we got down around 15 again, a spike. Now guess what? We're below 15 right now, 1474. So you're hearing it here. Now if the markets start to go just bullish, bullish, bullish. Expect to see this sort of pattern on the monthly where we just chop around down here in these low areas again. However, a lot of time it does a touch and go. Touch and go, boom. Touch and go, boom. Touch, go, touch, go. So be very, very careful. This next week could be huge in the market. It's going one direction or the other. This is a very exciting time, and you want to keep your eyes open to what's happening out there. For gold, check this out. Gold on the monthly chart, check this out. It's poking its head over a major resistance area. This could be showing us a major pop. There's one analyst out as of Friday saying that gold could be at $10,000 an ounce, and he builds a case for it. It's starting to make its move here. I do not own gold. I am 80. What am I right now? I'm 85% long in the markets with 15% hedge, but it's a triple leverage. So that's giving me roughly 45% protection of my portfolio. Teachmetehedge.com. But that is very promising. But what's interesting is it happened on little volume. This volume, we haven't seen this little volume. Let's go to a weekly first. Let's go over here to really see volume. Look how tiny this volume is. Very, very tiny. We haven't seen that in a while. That needs to run here. It's a nice triangle taking place. Bullish pennant on the daily. We're above all major moving averages. Not bad. But let me show you something on silver. Silver, if I go to the weekly and then I go to the monthly, look how beautiful this is. It looks like it's ready to make a run. It looks like we're at a low on the monthly on silver at this moment. And let's take a look at a few other things. I do own Facebook right now. And I'm going to go to a daily. When it got down here to these lows, I started buying this, and I may add some more. But we started up here, quite high. We opened around $42. We're basically half of that right now, and this might be an opportunity to pick up some Facebook. Again, disclosure, I own this right now, so I'm just talking through it. Let's take a quick look at Apple. A lot of you guys like this high base on Apple. Same thing, high base on the NASDAQ. If we get a pop, watch that dude run. Let's take a look at Google while we're here also. Google looks a little toppy to me. Looks a little toppy on the weekly. Yeah, absolutely. Watch out with Google. If you have any Google right now, it looks like it's ready to pull back. Look at this. Last time we hit this area, resistance drop, resistance drop. We're there again. Resistance, looking for a drop. fnviz.com. Here's the group sector rotation. For the week, basic materials did extremely well, up 3.2%. Technology faring well. Financials right in the middle of the group. Utilities not doing so hot. For the month, basic materials on fire. Here, financials just kind of in the middle of the group, and utilities not doing so well. It's basically the same reflection here. For the 3 months, you can see financials are a little lower. Basic materials, healthcare was really, really hot, and so that's where we're at there. While we're here, let me talk to you about mentoring. If you have an interest in being mentored by me, instead of just watching my videos each day, but if you want to be mentored, I would help you out, and it's this coming weekend, Saturday, Sunday, and Monday. A treat for you. I am co-mentoring with my trading mentors. His name's Scott, and we'll be tag teaming and mentoring together. So if you'd like to be a part, especially all you Grok grads, if you haven't done your retake yet, contact Carolina at groktrade.com. Let her know you'd like to do your retake. Love to have each and every one of you. But if you guys are just still wondering if you want to do this or not, I highly recommend that you go to the mentorship tag right here and fill in this information. If you just want more information, talk with Carolina, but also watch the testimonial videos down here. I think that would be of help to you. And furthermore, if a lot of you guys are on Facebook, but I throw a lot of information on Facebook on things that we're seeing in breaking news, and just click like and you'll get plugged in here. A couple people I know, Dell, he is a student, is a designer of mine. Alex, I think, is a student. OC is a student. He is a lawyer and also a CPA, very bright individual. Talene, she is a student. Troy, I think I mentioned him already. He is a brilliant investor. Matt, he is, him and his wife are professional models. You'll see here on Oprah and different shows, and she was on America's what is it, America's Supermodel or something like that. I don't watch the show, but he was Abercrombie and Fitch's model. But he is moving right now, him and his wife, so he'll be taking a little bit of a break from doing his videos, but he is a brilliant futures trader. And watch his videos on our website. All you do is go up here to trading videos, click on futures. And oh, Kyle, he's helped us out. He's a student, younger guy, and he helps us out doing some stuff here. Wow. 654 likes, and it's funny, you know, how many of the people I know that they highlight at the front of the page. But that's it. I'm rambling. Wish you the best, but do me a favor, share us with your trading buddies on your trading forums and in your trading chat rooms, and look forward to connecting with you and helping you become all you can be in the markets. Take care and safe trading.